Day 27. I screwed up the days yesterday, so yesterday was 26, today's 27. But it would go against my beliefs to edit it, so I guess just know that. But sticking with everything, I we met with Sean's business coach today, Steve, and interesting guy. It's always I always get intimidated by coaches, and then my like I want to reject authority figures, like I don't know where that comes from, and I still do it. I thought it was like a teenager thing, but I still do it. I still like have this like, what do you know? I don't know. Maybe we all do. Maybe we all think that way, but he's interesting dude. I'm sure he's smart. Probably not my style, but we'll see. We'll see if we keep him as a coach. So I think it was just 2 days ago actually. So 2 days ago, I made a breakthrough with our property project, and I was all excited about it. And I gave myself a gold star that day, and it's not enough, right? So once I did that, it's day 27 now. I am stuck at another level. I'm stuck again. And so today I didn't figure it out before this. So today I'm feeling like, I should have worked harder, tried harder, done more. And I think I can work some more later tonight. But it's so funny. It's all relative, right? It's at every single level that we find ourselves at, we always want more, and we always want like to beat the hard thing. And then once we beat it, maybe we hang on to it for an hour or two, but that's it. And that's all we get of feeling good about ourselves. And then we pick up another thing that we need to accomplish and do. So, I'm in it again, just trying to feel good about myself, but it's hard. It's really hard to keep it going. So, but I'm still keeping my weight loss routines going. I'm down to 173. I kind of haven't really lost a ton of weight in the last like day or two. So I think I'm kind of hitting that point where like a lot of the water weight and stuff is kind of going, and maybe my metabolism is slowing down a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe I gotta start working out to hit the next level. So I'll keep watching that. So far for 10 days straight, I weigh less than I did the day before, which I think is significant. It means I'm doing something special. Like it's not just on accident. And I was worried that this would be like categorized as like crash dieting or something. I'm taking 1,500 calories. I'm still like having a beer here or there. Like it's more just being accountable to numbers, and not letting yourself lose control. Like today, I had McDonald's for breakfast. Like but I only had the sandwich, and I know it's like 400 calories, so I pretty much just ate carrots for lunch. Like it's like it's kind of just finding that way to achieve your goals while still allowing yourself to have some fun. So I think it's going well though. I just gotta stick to it. The hardest part is like I'm on day 10 now, and it's like, let's take our foot off the gas. Let's take a break a little bit. Let's like your brain just kind of just like, it's called moral licensing. It's like I did something good, therefore I can do something bad, morally, ethically, whatever. It's just like, what do I get out of this? What do I get? And that's where I got to derive my pleasure from keeping the streak alive. I have to derive it from these green squares. These things these are what are going to keep me on track more than anything else, because everything else is just going to be here and there and gone. And yeah, so no, and Sean and I are working on the project's becoming a bigger part of my life, and it's great. I want it to be. So it's cool. I mean, the weird thing is, he's a super smart dude, and I truly believe he's going to be like a 100 millionaire or billionaire at some point because he's just a logical dude and hardworking. He never stops working. Yeah, honestly, I just try to be like him every day, and I usually get a lot done because he's always getting stuff done. Um, but it's interesting. Like I don't think I know a lot about marketing. I don't think I know a lot about most things. But me just trying in the past, like building companies myself or launching things and no one cares. And this is just like a few months ago. Like this isn't like years and years and years of work. Just like me trying some stuff in March and April is kind of cool actually because I learned a lot actually. And so like when we're thinking about marketing and selling things, and I've been reading a lot of books about marketing, like I don't think I know a lot, but it's interesting that I know more than Sean because I mean I don't know, I put him on such a pedestal that it's interesting that I feel like I know more about certain things, um maybe I don't, we'll find out. And maybe he'll catch up to me overnight. And I think that like, I think that like huge amount of knowledge I have that I've acquired over hours and hours and hours, he can figure out in 1 hour. So, but it is kind of, I guess I'll talk about our company the most today. It's getting interesting because well, side note. So we started locking my daughter in her room for bedtime, and last night was day 2. And there's still some tears from everybody, but there was less, I mean, what is worse for a child to, effectively like get into a shoving match with their parent, like because bedtime is so frustrating over the course of hours or for months, or be really upset for a few minutes and then she puts herself to bed at that point. And me and my wife don't feel great about it, but I don't know. I'm sure we'll find a better solution, but it is what it is right now. On day 2, maybe in 10 days, she'll get used to it, and that'll be normal to just say goodnight and we shut the door and that's it. But it's not normal yet, and it's tough. You worry. You want to help her any way you can. That's the hard part. But yeah, the property project, it's getting interesting because I do this thing where I think I don't know best for a while, and then eventually I think I do know best. I know this about myself. This is like a blind spot of mine that and I don't know what Sean's blind spots are. That's the interesting thing. Like I don't know where he's coming from about some of this stuff, and so I don't know. As far as we like venture deeper into geolocations or venture deeper into rental properties or other properties, or I don't know what the future is going to hold with the whole thing. I mean, I do think we're doing the right thing, which is like build the infrastructure for everything. And that might be slowing us down a little bit, but I don't know. It kind of doesn't feel like it matters if we keep pushing and keep moving. But I don't know. I see a pretty large niche and opportunity in this geolocation thing, in like just where do people go to get information about cities and crime and populations and stuff. Like if we're all looking at Wikipedia, I feel like that's kind of bad, and it's interesting there's nothing out there really that's the go-to thing. So I'm kind of like eyeing that as what we focus on, and I think he's really holding on to the property piece of it. And I don't think we're like getting upset and beating the table about it. And I'm just seeing the opportunity. I guess we're both seeing a lot of opportunities, which is great, right? Like when it comes down to it, it's just, are you interested in it? And is it going to be valuable to somebody? And I think we have a lot of opportunities to be valuable in this space. I think the hard part is going to be narrowing it down and deciding if we should be valuable in both or one. And I don't know. I joined the team. I joined this project because I like the opportunity it has, but it also allows you to get overwhelmed with opportunity too, I think, which, I think the deeper we go into these things, though, we'll learn better about what's real opportunity, what's fake opportunity. Like I honestly didn't think it was gonna be this hard to make maps. Maps are like pretty hard to make, actually. I didn't realize that. It's it's complicated. It's probably more complicated than anything I've built so far. Um, Even the Android apps I built in the past. I mean, like I'm making an app right now, I guess technically, but like it's complicated. Like it breaks all the time. It doesn't really explain why it's not working. Um, AI isn't really helping me a ton on the errors it's creating. So um, we'll get there. But it's definitely interesting that it is this hard. And maybe that's great because it's deterring people. Like I honestly, if I didn't have Sean, I probably would have quit a long time ago. So that's probably a pretty good barometer um, for all this stuff. You know, that's so interesting. I'm such a people pleaser. I can't let go of the people pleasing part of this. I need to please him. I need to like be valuable to him every day. Like I'd rather quit for me and do something dumb for him. You know, it's so weird. I definitely realized I need partners that I respect deep down and think they're better than me at a lot of things because it makes me feel bad, but that it makes me try harder to catch up to them. Um, and that's great, you know, like it's good to realize that about myself. Um, it's all good. This is what I signed up for is noticing my blind spots, being uncomfortable, failing. This is what I signed up for in 2023 is failing. And Copilot University, I'm honestly I'm getting close to labeling it a failure and moving on. And I don't think it's a failure because I stopped caring. You know, I stopped believing in me about that project. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, it's hard to see it every day and think about all the time I put into it. And I don't know. I mean, it is good because I learned things that I am now going to use in our property company. So like I can't label it a total waste of time. It's not like I was learning a language that I'm never going to use again, you know? Or even that. I don't know. It's more like it just isn't what I want to do when I really tried to actually start doing it, you know? But I just think the people I'd be competing against, I don't I don't know. It doesn't feel like I don't feel valuable being better. Yeah, no, I don't know because I want to do that for the property company too. It's more like I just don't. I think it's the partnership. I think I need to bounce stuff off of somebody to feel comfortable, like it's a good idea. I think I think that's what it is deep down because I'm gonna have to do everything that I need for to do for Copilot University. I need to post everywhere and make videos and rah rah. I think it's just the legitimacy of it. I think it feels less legitimate as a company idea because it's not because I don't have someone else there. I mean I think there's some legitimacy of like coaching others versus selling a product. I feel like selling a product's simpler because it's like it's actually something to point to and say this is my thing. But to point to me or point to my marketing and say this is my company, I just feel like it's kind of like I don't know. I don't respect those companies as much as I need to be one, I think. I think that's hard. I think that's the authority. I think that's what it comes down to. Like I mean, I just had a meeting with our coach today, or Sean's coach today, and I don't think I like that lifestyle. I don't think I like that idea, that like mentality that I'm just gonna get on a call with somebody and know more than them about something. I feel like that's I don't know. I don't really carry myself that way, you know. I think there's a lot of people. If I got on the call with them, I'd be able to help them, but I don't. I can't really walk around knowing I like thinking I know more. And I don't think that's like part of my character. And I feel like that's kind of what you need to be a coach in this business, and like in the like get on a Zoom and like tell you what to do kind of business. I don't know. I'll have to keep thinking about that. It just it doesn't sit with me. It's like I'm happy to sing and dance and put stuff out there that will help our property company whenever we find a name for it. Um, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to sing and dance about consulting. It just doesn't sit with me. It feels very desperate, and I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like how desperate that feels. To be like, I know more than you. You must call me, and I will tell you exactly how to live your life and how to run your business and everything. I don't know. I would rather someone ask me to help them with their business in a genuine way than me walk around selling myself to do it. So maybe in the future, if we ever get good at anything, I'll be consulted to do. Like I like consulting. I just don't like marketing me. You know, I can market companies. I just can't market me. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think that's it within my character is to raise my hand and say, "Look at me, I'm so good at this." I don't know. I think I draw the line there, and I didn't realize I did. I thought I could do it. I thought I could be that persona, but I mean, I'm gonna have to decide to do that for our property company at some point. But I kind of feel like the safety net is that like we're both gonna be doing it. It's not just one of us, you know. That I don't feel that bad about, you know, raising my hand about it. So yeah, that was helpful to kind of work through that. Why I failed at Copilot University. I think I'll continue to understand it, but I don't know. It's all interesting. It's all learning yourself, right? I have no problem going all in on something. It's all right. I probably do have problems with that, but theoretically I don't. Um, but yeah, I couldn't get over the hump of marketing me as this guru guy. It just flares up my imposter syndrome so much that I can't let it be, you know? And I don't know. Maybe I probably would have got over the hump if I kept trying, you know? I think this is kind of like a daily habit that I broke. That probably shouldn't have. Yeah. I'll keep thinking about that. I don't think that's gonna help from if I just keep going over that over and over again. But anyways, a little too much in the weeds on that one. But I am doing good with my weight, and me and my wife are going for walks more often, and it's been really good. It's been really good. So the only thing I really hope is that me and Sean continue to be very respectful of each other. You know, including me. I gotta really remind myself I don't know more, because it's just so easy to just kind of fall into that. Like, I feel like I've learned this lesson several times in my life, that my gut reaction is to assume I know more than everyone else, and it's usually wrong. And that's the hard part, is that it's both very easy for me to do and very wrong. So it's like every time it happens, I feel like I'm just heading straight into oncoming traffic, and I don't realize I'm doing it. And then I get slapped and I go, oh God, that was so dumb. I feel so stupid right now. So I'm really trying hard not to like do that with this project. And I think I keep reminding myself that Sean knows more than me, and I don't understand yet everything. That's why I got to keep reminding myself, you know. But but it's hard. I mean, I simultaneously want it to be just us two against the world, but also I know that we need more help. And so my short-term frugal mind doesn't want help, but we need it. And I think I'm going to wrestle with that for a little while. How do I handle that adversity? How do I handle that blind spot of mine of being too frugal for my own good, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can build a map or an app to do this. Honestly, I don't know if I can without help. I'm making some progress every day, but I don't know if I can do it right now. It's kind of scary that at some point I need to make a decision that I need help. And I don't know when that is. Because on one hand, I'm making progress every day. But on the other hand, this thing could totally suck for months. You know, like just improving a little bit every day is going to get me there, but it might take years, and I don't know if we have the patience for that. But that's where I trust Sean to like pull the parachute and say like we need more help at some point. But yeah, no, that's a good thing about partnerships though. Is like I don't want to be the laggard, the one lagging us behind. So it's kind of like motivation that I keep putting more things on him to say like, oh, okay, I'll finish it. I'll finish it. And it motivates me to like be thinking about it because I don't want to be the person holding us back, So that's kind of my day today, 227 on Thursday here. And I'll keep working through it. But it's so funny. Like I was so proud of myself 2 days ago, and now because I haven't made progress in the last 2 days, I feel so bad about myself. It's like 2 days is like the difference between like I'm the best and I'm the worst. 2 days of not making great progress, despite working on it. So I don't know. It's just so funny. Our brains are so mean to us all day. So, all right, I gotta go. I'll wrap this up, but I'll see you tomorrow.